Hey guys, how are you guys doing today? It's time to do another one of these tier lists where we're going to go over the healers this time that are the most fun to play while leveling. We've already done the DPS, we've already done the tanks, so if you're looking for something like that, you can go back and watch one of those other videos. Um, uh, um, but if you like this content that I'm doing, please just give me a like and subscribe. And also, if you want me to do something else, like some other tier list or some other type of video, just comment in the or just put a comment below. I know there's been a few comments for some ideas, like one would being best for like transmogs for each character, which is something that I really want to do. It's just gonna take a while to do that because I have to get all the transmogs that would be the best for each character. Um, but yeah, so uh, without further uh, without further ado, let's get into it. Um, so the very first one we have here is a Resto Druid. So Resto Druid is kind of hard to get a good grasp on. It's pretty good. And by the way, for this judgment, we're doing this for questing and doing dungeons. Or you could do both, I guess. So if you want to just do dungeons, uh, you can use any of these healers. Any of these healers will be fine. But what's going to push these into S tier is if you can do dungeons and still quest and do it quickly as these specs. That's what's going to really, really push it over. Um, yeah, so let's see. So Resto Druid. I think Resto Druid is pretty good for leveling because it has really good healing, plus you still have all the other forms. And I don't know remember when you get it. I think it's pretty early on that you get the affinities. So you can go like balance affinity and just pump out that huge damage of balance. Or you can go feral infinity if for some reason you want to go feral. I mean, it would be silly since all your gear is gonna have like it's gonna have intellect on it. But yeah, so I think it's pretty good. The only thing I'm worried about is I don't know when you get some AoE healing. I don't think it's for a minute. Hmm. Yeah, the AoE healing is not great until you get Swift Mend. And when you get like Tranquility and stuff like that. I still think it's really good because you can quest really well. I think it's a solid A tier, uh, with it being rather close to S tier. Mistweaver Monk. Mistweaver Monk is a hmm. It's a hard one to judge because it's really good if you play it right. Because you just do so much damage. Because you basically heal by, or you don't heal by doing damage, but it helps you heal. It's called fist weaving is the type of healing that you do as or is a type of healing you can do as a mistweaver. Um, and you just do a lot of damage, and you do have really good throughput. Once you're high enough level, you have your little totem thing that sits around and just heals people. You don't have to worry about that anymore. I think it's a little bit later, but I think it's really good because I think you can quest pretty easily as Mistweaver because of all the damage you do. And you just never die because you can heal yourself. And it also does really good healing in dungeons. So I think this is like, I think it's S tier. Yeah, I think it's got to be S tier. Um, but like, yeah, so like both these are really, really good in their own ways, for sure. Let's see, Holy Paladin. So for Holy Paladin, it's I'm trying to remember exactly when you get like your Holy Shock and stuff like that, and when you get wings. Because when you get wings, that's when you do a lot of your damage. And if it's too late, it's not great to level as Holy. You can still go through dungeons crazy fast. Um, But yeah, I think as leveling, it's fun. It's very, very fun for sure. And I guess that's the most important thing about this tier list is what's gonna be the most fun. Yeah, I guess Holy Paladin is pretty fun. It's not as good as Mistweaver and good as Resto, which both are very fun too. Because of, like this you have the fist weaving, and for Resto you have all the different forms you can use. Um, but I think it's a solid A tier. I think it's good enough and it's fun enough to put it on A tier. If it was by just like how good the spec is for leveling, it'd probably be B tier. But because it's fun and it's really good, we'll put it on A tier. All right, the next few specs, I promise I will try not to be biased. People who know me know I'm a priest main. Uh, oh, a priest and warrior main, I guess you can say. But yes, I'll try not to be biased. But Disc Priest is pretty crazy because you literally heal by doing damage. So what that means is that you automatically have good damage because you have to have good damage to be able to heal. And I've leveled as Disc before, and it's really good. Like you do so much damage with like like Holy Fire hits like a truck. Same with Smite. Um, yeah, Dis is by far S tier. It's super fun. It's super fast. Uh, Great in dungeons because you're just preventing damage, and then also doing damage to heal. Yeah, I think it's actually ahead of. No, I think Mistweaver is a little bit more fun, a little bit better. It's pretty close. It's pretty darn close between these two, but they're definitely both S tier. So Holy Priest. Holy Priest is nowhere near as good leveling as Dis is. It still does pretty good damage and it heals really well, but a lot of like the cooldowns you really need you don't get till later. And it's because of that I think this is a. Oh, it feels gross putting this in a C tier. Uh, I don't want to. I have to. No, I'll put it. I think it's a B because it's better than. Yeah, I think it's a little better. Um, but then I'm thinking about Holy Paladin, which isn't much better. Like these are about the same. I think. Yeah, I think Holy Paladin is. Well, it's still really fun to play. Yeah, it's still really fun to play. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Holy Priest can be down here. Holy Paladin's up there. I think that's good. Okay. The last spec here we got is Resto Shaman. Rest in peace, Resto Shamans. I'm sorry, don't flame me. But leveling as a Resto Shaman is garbage. There's no reason when you're questing to not just go Ellie. There's no reason at all to not go Ellie. It's like, um, you don't do anywhere near enough damage to kill things while you're questing. The good thing is that for dungeons, you have really good AoE to start off, but like you can't quest. I mean, you can, but it's insanely slow. I tried once as Resto, and it was miserable. Um, it's a solid C tier. I'm not gonna put anything in the D tier. There's nothing bad. Like everything is relatively fun. Like it's fun in dungeons, which is great because you heal like a pretty like a significant amount. If it wasn't good in dungeons and it wasn't bad in questing, it'd be D tier. But I don't think Blizzard would ever allow something like that to happen. Like you either have good damage, uh, and good like questability. I think I just created a word. Uh, uh, or it's really good in the dungeons. Like that, just like it's one of those two. It can't be anything else. So to recap, we got Mistweaver and Discipline Priest in the S tier, Resto Druid and Holy Paladin in the A tier, Holy Priest in the B tier, and Rest in Peace a shaman in the C tier. Now, to be clear, you can level as any one of these. Like it's just like these ones you're kind of like you kind of have to do specific things. Uh like yet again, like Holy Priest, there's no reason to go discipline or like there's no reason to go holy over discipline. There's nothing that holy gives you at this level, like during leveling that discipline doesn't do better. Obviously, later game, I like Holy way better in raiding and in PvP, but like leveling, just go Dis. Don't even bother going Holy. It just you're making the game harder for you for no good reason, unless you're trying to create content or something like that. Like you're trying to create Holy Priest content for YouTube or for Twitch. Besides that, don't even don't even touch Holy. And then yeah, Resto just like if you're questing, go Ellie. If you're doing a dungeon, that's great. Like this is great in dungeons. It has great like AoE healing. Um, your totems can be really helpful. Um, but yeah, yeah. So this is my tier list. I hope you guys agree with this. I'm sure some people might give me some hard flame for Resto Shaman and might question the Mistweaver, but probably the only people that are questioning Mistweaver are the people that haven't tried fist weaving. Uh, and it, yeah, to clarify what fist weaving is, really simple. Like, is your is you're damaging and healing at the same time. So you're like damaging, heal, damaging, heal, damaging, heal. Like you're weaving in healing while using your fist to punch it, aka fist weaving. Um, but yeah, so like that's a super fun play style and makes you do a lot of damage and a lot of healing. Uh, yeah, and it feels bad. It feels super bad putting my holy priest here since I am a holy priest main, but it's not fun leveling. It's fun late game, but it's not fun leveling. That's for damn sure. But yeah, so this is my tier list. Uh, give me any comments down below if you have any problems with this list. If you're like, hey, I think this is silly, just give me your idea. I will totally rethink about it. And like, if it's valid, I'll even re-record the video or record a new video saying, hey, I want to adjust this because this person said this and they're absolutely correct. Uh, yeah, so like, I'm very open to get your guys' comments. Uh, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And if you could please just like and subscribe, that helps a ton to get my videos way more, ability to get out to everyone. We got over 100 views on our first video, which is awesome. So thank you guys so much for the support. If we can get to 200 videos in one of these videos, we'll just keep climbing, get to 1,000 someday. It'll be great. It'll be great. But all right. Thank you guys very much, and I will talk to you guys next time. All right, bye, guys.